that they have nothing. I have a grave. It's unbelievable. I can go to the grave every week. They have nothing, absolutely nothing, and that's painful. So that morning, the plane hits the North Tower. As the plane goes in, you have the wings, and the wings were immediately sheared off. That's where all the fire is, or all the gasoline or kerosene. It's at a 10% angle, goes from 93rd to the 98th floor. Most of your damage was between 93 or 94, 96. Okay? Now, to show you what a great investigation, I mean, I really, really have such contempt for these people in the 9/11 Commission. This is their entire investigation of what happened up there at the towers. On page 285, civilians, fire safety personnel, 9/11 calls. North Tower. A jet fuel fireball erupted upon impact. There was a big explosion. Now they said approximately 10, well not approximately, this said that there was 10,000 gallons of fuel on that plane. And basically to round things off, they said 33% blew up immediately, 33% filtered itself throughout the floor, and 33% went down elevator bank or banks and caused all this damage, and that's basically what I want to talk about real fast. A jet fuel fireball erupted upon impact and shot down at least one bank of elevators. The fireball exploded onto numerous lower levels, including the 77th and 22nd, the West Side lobby level, and the B4 level, 4 stories below the ground. That's it. So that's, they're explaining how everyone died by just generally saying a fireball. Now, I just want to read these. Tony sent me these. And these are from testimony, eyewitness testimonies of firemen, EMT workers that went into the building. Can't find it. How about that? Well, doesn't matter. People that went in, now this is a minute after the plane hit. And again, these are testimonies. Now I've talked to, I don't know how many firemen, talked about Schroeder, but it seems like the fact that I talked to these people, they told me this, again, people give you this glazed look. But these are testimonials that people had. They walked in. And the big thing that people don't understand is the condition of the lobby. The devastation of people in the lobby. And I don't know that maybe a family member was here that had someone in the lobby. I don't want to describe their injuries, but a lot of charred people. The lobby of the North Tower, 208-foot square. That's a big lobby. 99 elevators. I remember I was up with Bobby and Jeff one time, and we decided that we were going to go to the top. Well, I gave up. It was too complicated to get on those elevators. You have a 3-tier system, or 3-tier system of elevators in the North Tower. You have 24 and 24, 24. You only had three elevators that went to the top. What you would do, you would go, if you took those tiers, then you would get up to the 78th sky lobby. And then from the 78th sky lobby, you would take up to the higher levels. Now, 2 of the express elevators, they said went down 6 and 7. Now, there's one testimony of a fireman that went into, he came into the west side. That's the entrance to the North Tower. So the West Street, Merrill Lynch is right behind, or right across the street. He walked in, and his description of some bodies he had seen, but there was an explosion that happened. Now, he got there a minute, 2 minutes after the plane hit. The west side, it talks about lights are out. talked about a couple of the bodies he had seen, that they couldn't help these people, yet they were still alive. They were charred. And he mentions that he looks to the side. The express elevators 6A and 6 and 7, they're on the south side and north side. So you're walking in the west side. You have these towers, or the elevators to right and left. Now, he said, I couldn't say for sure, but they looked like they were clear. Everything was fine over there. But the thing that he noticed, that the freight elevators, which are in the middle, the doors were totally blown out. And this is very revealing, because hopefully I'll be able to explain that. And all the windows of the lobby were blown out. Now, this is 208 by 208 square. And the commission says a fireball went down one of the banks, obviously then came into the lobby and blew out all those windows. Well, the destruction of those elevator doors was monumental. They were blown out. And they talked about building or floor 22. How they came up with floor 22, but this is to show you they just nitpick. They'll blame 9/11 people for cherry picking. I don't know how many times, and I wish some people they would say it to my face so I could smack them in the mouth. I'm cherry picking. Well, I'm not cherry picking. Floor 22, which is the security center. Now, had no access to any of the elevators going up, the express elevators. None. So, 9/11 Commission report saying that the fireball destroyed 22. And this is the security center. Not that it's a big deal, but, they have access to all the doors open and close because of that. Closed circuit TV. It did hinder the rescue efforts because some doors were unlocked. They couldn't get into them. And then NIST said, and this is phenomenal, NIST said, well, no, it wasn't from a fireball. It was from debris, falling debris. So that means the tower the plane hit, all that debris came around the side and decided to break into the 22nd floor and destroy that floor. Well, the whole floor was destroyed. The elevator was blown out. Yet again, 23 and 21 were in pristine condition. Well, that's mind-boggling to me. And now we get to the sub-basement. Again, what do they say? Well, the fireball went down into the sub-basement. Well, I've talked to somebody, Willie Rodriguez. God knows how many conversations I've had with him, and he's really helped me with this because he was in the lobby immediately afterwards. I still haven't found the person that found my son, and they didn't take grids at that time, so I don't have the exact location. But the damage to the lobby is just, to the sub-basement is mind-boggling. $10,000 machinery just blown up in the machine shop on the 3rd level, absolutely blown up. Yet what did they talk about explosives? Nothing, absolutely nothing. One fireball comes down. Then you have freight elevator 50. Again, the 9/11 Commission report says, well, and even this, probably 50A they call it, is what caused the problem down at the bottom, because it fell down to the bottom and then exploded. Well, in CNN, guy reports that he was running the 50A, and he had gotten up to approximately the 15th floor, and the plane hits, his cables break. Well, he assumed he was a dead man, because it'll go all the way down to the B6 level. Well, just as it got underground, the emergency brakes. All those elevators have emergency brakes. And it stopped. And then, as soon as it stopped, the door blew in. Well, we got another fireball that came down the side to blow the 50 freight elevator in. The door blows into the cavity, breaks his leg. Then another explosion, and that's when he loses unconsciousness. And he survived. So 50A, in other words, the thought of fire or fuel coming down any of the things is almost impossible. All the shafts, top to bottom until it got to the bottom, are made of drywall.